Rube, Futures game in less than 2 weeks now, Citizen Bank Park. Have you ever been to one of these?
I have not.
So with no Aiden Miller, who would be in this from a Philly standpoint?
Gage Wood, maybe. I think he might be the guy.
So he'd be the guy Philadelphia sports fans that'll be there would really want to have their eye on for an inning.
I would think. I don't. Have they made the roster?
Well, I don't believe they have. But since he's up to Double-A, I would think.
I would think that he'd be the guy.
Yeah.
I think each team has to be represented, so I think he's the guy.
Yeah. 215-592-9494. Well, Crawford last year might have been in this. Maybe he was in the game. I'm really not even sure. Obviously, Crawford starred last night. Let's get to the third of his hits, the second that drove in a run. Crawford last night, it was good to see him play a good game.
Pitch on the way, swinging a line drive into center. That's a base hit. Third hit of the night for Crawford. Coming around third is Stott. The throw is not in time. And Justin Crawford with a 3-hit, 3 RBI night. And the Phillies lead it by that same 6-0 score.
So a couple stars last night. I think the top three in whatever, well, Sanchez is one. Crawford, Trea Turner, and Cristopher Sanchez. Let's listen to Crawford after the game. Here he is on TV with Crocker on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Justin Crawford not talking about himself, but talking about the starting pitcher, Cristopher Sanchez.
It's got to stink being an outfielder playing behind Cristopher Sanchez. You don't get no balls hit to you.
Hey, I'm not complaining too bad, man. It gives us a rest for our legs. But it's fun going out there every day and seeing day in and day out, seeing Sanchez go up there and go to work. So it's a lot of fun for sure.
All right, so, and by the way, it's 94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. An awful lot you can react to today. We got about 7 different topics on the table. 215-592-9494. One of which is, John, we expect Sanchez to be great. He had a little bump at prior starts, but we expect him to be great. He was. What to me was so significant last night, Trea Turner and Crawford, who have really been two of probably their 3 or 4 weakest hitters this year. I mean, if they can get these guys going, John, that can make a big difference.
Lately, Trea really has turned it on with multiple hit games, the last week and a half.
6 out of 8.
Wow.
6 out of 8 games, he's had multiple hits.
Look at that. Trea.
That's impressive.
Hitting 350 or 360 in the last 2 weeks.
And home runs.
Yes. I'm going to start calling Trea Tall Trea Turner because, again, when we saw him in the hallway at underneath the stadium, he's so much bigger than I expected.
Got some leverage.
And then we ate with our guests, and we walked. As soon as we're walking out there to start watching the game, he goes yard.
Yeah.
Goes yard again yesterday. It's nice. It's nice to see that. It's nice to see him actually going opposite. I mean, went the opposite way with it last night.
Yep.
That's whenever Bryce Harper starts hitting opposite home runs, everyone says, hey, he's getting into the swing of things. Hold on tight, folks. It's coming. So I do think it's coming with Trea, finally. And I can't believe it's taken as long as it has.
Yep.
But can you imagine if he's able to turn it on, this offense really does catch fire.
He's got half the season to do it. He's got half the season to do it. And if he can, it's like trading for a right-handed bat.
Well, listen, we're all hoping he does. I will tell you, I'm not
something?
that convinced.
You don't have to be, but they need him.
Well, they
Call
do need
Trea.
him. James, if Phillies players represent stock, you buying? Forget it next 7 years and all that. Just for this conversation, you buying stock on 2026 Trea or not?
I think he'll be better than he was the first half of the season, but I'm not expecting like a post-ovation run or anything like that.
Me neither. I mean, that was his
He can-
best. That
he
was
can do it.
the best
Yeah.
version of Trea.
He's done it.
Was August and September of 23.
This is
He's
an
feeling
MVP.
it.
Of course he can do it. I'm just saying I'm not expecting it. Like, it's possible, of
He's
course.
been an MVP
But, like,
candidate for a reason. Listen, this guy is
He won the
too
batting title
good of a
last
hitter
year.
to be this bad this long. So,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he has made an adjustment. He finally said, and it was one of the post games, he said, listen, I've been thinking too much. I've been doing this too much. So I'm just going to be myself and be more athletic. And that's what he's doing right now, and he's starting to hit.
That's what Fritz should have done. Basketball.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
It's very, very similar.
There's two in his head.
Yep.
Whole question, who should start the All-Star game for the National League as the starting pitcher? We got it down to 4 choices. Because this is a notable day to present this because Skenes pitches against the Phils tonight, and Skenes will not start the All-Star game. But who he's pitching against could. So tonight's Skenes versus Wheeler, which is just, I mean, maybe you get 2 or 3 of these a year. Maybe. So here are our 4 choices for NL starting pitcher. Rhea, tell me what your instinct goes to. Sanchez, Wheeler, Mizorowski, Ohtani. They all represent something different.
Sure. I'm just going to go Sanchez. Wheeler, I love what he's done. I'd love to see him start, but I think Sanchez has earned it, and it's in his home park. I think, Roberts has got to be very careful if he plans to start Ohtani because he will get booed.
That's interesting.
I mean, I believe it firmly. This is Sanchez's home park. He's pitching amazing, and I just think he deserves it.
The "you've stolen the spotlight from our guy" moment.
Correct.
Yeah, that's interesting. John, let me give you the breakdown, John. Tell me, there's a lot of different ways to address who deserves it and who would be the headliner for baseball. I mean, Ohtani's the biggest star. Here are the facts. Sanchez, 10-3, 2 ERA, 2.00, 117 innings. Wheeler, 8-1, 2.03 ERA, 75 innings. So let me just say this. I would not start Wheeler over Sanchez. James, I know you said you would for accomplishment from the past standpoint.
Yeah, it's the All-Star game. It's about stars, and look, I think Zack Wheeler, he hasn't gotten the credit he deserves for his career. He should have won 2 Cy Youngs, particularly the Corbin Burns one. Yeah. He was second in that. He's never started an All-Star game. He has been undertreated his entire career. And the All-Star game, it's entertainment. It's an exhibition game. Zack Wheeler is the best Phillies pitcher since Roy Halladay. He is a meaningful person to this city and this team, and he's pitched just as well as Sanchez, just less innings. So less innings, yeah. I think Zack Wheeler starting the All-Star game is the right move for the sport. Like, I just think it feels right.
So I often lean into the nostalgia or the whatever, but I'm not there on this one. I just, John, if it's between Sanchez and Wheeler, who would you choose?
Sanchez.
Honor the extra 42 innings?
Yes, and it's I honor the best pitch in baseball, statistically speaking. But then it feels like Mizorowski might also deserve the nod here.
All right, let's get to this. Let me get to that fact. So let's say you're inclined to go with Sanchez instead of Wheeler. 10-3, 2.00 ERA, 117 innings. Here's a problem. Mizorowski, Brewers. 9-3, 1.45 ERA.
Is that good, Joe?
99 innings.
It's another reason to go with Wheeler, because if you're going to pick the best pitcher this year, it's been Mizorowski. Like, if you're going to go with your guy's thing, where it's like, let's go with the guy who deserves it, Mizorowski deserves it, like, period. That's the end of the discussion. Yeah. But Zack Wheeler, if you want to talk about who deserves it from a historic perspective, from a career perspective, and has been great, and it maybe if he had the 50 innings would be just as good as those guys, because his numbers would be, I think you could make a strong case for Zack Wheeler on that end.
Okay.
So let's put aside all the political stuff.
And then there's Ohtani.
Just go with who's the best guy. What do the numbers say?
Well, that says Mizorowski.
So...
But it's the All-Star game. It's an entertainment thing. It's not about that. Like,
it's entertaining to watch a guy throw 105.
Oh, it is, but it's in Philly.
No, but the in Philly thing can only go so far. I mean, I'm inclined to think in those terms, but I also got to be fair. If a guy has an ERA we know how amazing Sanchez and Wheeler have been. When someone has an ERA 0.5 below that, imagine watching that for 3 months. And then choice D is Ohtani, who's the biggest star in baseball. And by the way, his ERA is 1.58. He just has pitched around Wheeler's amount of innings, 79. Anyway, you can weigh in on that.